us a great pleasure to announce the launch of the Philippine Global Seaweed Star Policy Brief. As most of you know, the Global Seaweed Star program is a 4-year challenge-led program on seaweeds funded by the UK Research and Innovation Global Challenges Research Fund. The program brings together an international team of scientists, researchers, and practitioners from 9 partner institutions across the United Kingdom, the Philippines, Malaysia, and Tanzania. The primary goal of the Global Seaweed Star program is to promote a sustainable growth of the seaweed industry in developing countries by providing scientific and practical solutions to the challenges affecting the different segments of the seaweed value chain. The Philippine Global Seaweed Star Policy Brief provides short insights of the key challenges of the Philippine seaweed industry and our policy recommendations to bridge the gap between the different stakeholder groups, especially the farmers who are most often affected by environmental, economic, political, and social issues. The texts have been made readable for the public so that we can reach a wider audience. All the information and strategies presented in this policy brief were drawn from studies published by the Global Seaweed Star Philippines team, including insights gained from our field experiences. The seaweed karaganan industry contributes significantly to the Philippines' blue economy, generating around $252 million. With this, we cannot deny that it is one of the major income sources of households, particularly in coastal communities. So, what else have we uncovered in the last 3 or more years of our work on seaweeds? Number 1, we found that there is an absence of biosecurity measures which contributes to the transfer of seaweed pests and diseases across the country. Aside from strengthening our biosecurity strategies through improved screening and quarantine of seedlings, we should consider integrating these concerns in climate change planning. This may involve shifting cultivation sites to deeper areas and crop rotation. Increased pests and disease outbreaks lead to loss in biomass and lack of good quality seedlings. It is therefore essential to establish a laboratory dedicated for biobanking, production of new plants through spores, and tissue culture. Third, you may also be interested to know that we have identified potential wild populations of eumatoids in the country, which means that we may have additional sources of cultivars in the future. We should, however, discourage indiscriminate collection of these wild populations in order to preserve the genetic diversity of seaweeds in the Philippines. One of the issues we have highlighted in the policy brief is the existence of social inequalities, which leave certain groups in the seaweed value chain unable to access resources and services at the same level as others. This was particularly noted among women and men seaweed farmers. This is a complex social issue that needs multidimensional approaches. But among the strategies we proposed are to increase representation of women and men seaweed farmers in government reports and to provide additional support for farmers as they are the ones who face the greatest number and types of risks in the seaweed industry. Through this policy brief, we are hoping to enrich policy discussions by providing data and context on the major challenges faced by the seaweed industry and by offering alternatives or solutions to current practices in order to promote equitable and sustainable growth for everyone.